Hey everybody, this is Stu Fuchs from Ukulele Zen. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today is another technical tip on Tuesday. Today we're going to be dealing with the big bad B-flat chord. We'll also touch upon the B-flat 7 chord. This video is in response to a question that came in the comment section, and they were asking about how to make the B-flat chord easier. If you have a question for me, something you'd like me to address in one of these Tuesday tip videos, leave it in the comment section below. I look forward to answering your questions soon. This chord can be very tricky for people. It's kind of a magic chord, and I want to show you in this video and then in next Tuesday's video ways you can use B-flat. It's an important chord to know, especially for the key of F, because you use B-flat in the key of F. It's also a very important chord in the key of, go figure, B-flat. So we're going to get into that application in the next week's video. Today I'm going to offer some tips and suggestions how you can begin to make friends with your B-flat chord. First, I want to show you very quickly where I am. I am in Hammond, New York, a wonderful art gallery. Today I'm going to be performing a concert and also offering a workshop clinic. I wanted to share with you this beautiful, inspiring space. That's called the Goose Mobile up there. And here is the space where I will be presenting and teaching. It's a wonderful gallery in Hammond, New York, very, very far north, almost at the Canadian border, New York State, close to the Thousand Island Park and the St. Lawrence River. So if you're ever coming up here, do check out the Iva Smith Memorial Gallery. I'll leave a link below. B-flat is a very tricky chord because it is a bar chord. That means you're covering all the strings with one finger, but let me offer a couple of alternatives. First of all, especially if you're new to the ukulele, please know that your finger strength is important, but it's also very important to isolate just using this part of the finger. So my first suggestion would just be to forget about the bar for now and just place your first finger on the first fret right there, second finger on the second fret right there, third finger on the third fret right there, and make friends with that shape. As I'm doing this, notice how there's a little bit of space, right? There's room for a little bit of daylight to get through your hand. Release the pressure and check in with your thumb. Make sure it's loose. This is very important for all things with a string instrument, that your thumb and wrist feel relaxed, your elbows relaxed. It's especially important with the B-flat chord. So that's step one. You can make a great B-flat chord just playing these three strings and then muffle that top string with the underside of the first finger. Now here's the good news. If you leave the first string open, you don't play a B-flat chord, but it's a B-flat major 7 chord. So that's third fret, second fret, first fret, open. It's a beautiful jazz sound. Beautiful, intriguing sound. So that's a good thing, but if you need a pure B-flat chord, best to not leave that string open and instead begin to experiment with this. You're going to flatten that knuckle a little bit to cover those two strings. Now, at first the tendency is, hope you don't mind the birds crowing, first tendency is to be flattening it with a ton of pressure. This knuckle may not be very flexible on your finger right now. Mine weren't as when I first started guitar a million years ago. But in time, if you just keep doing this, breathing deeply, don't force it, you'll develop more flexibility in all your knuckles. It takes time, but if you smile, you'll enjoy that time. Okay? So just do that, and then try to add the other fingers. And then, here's the kicker, stop immediately. You want to break the association of tension with playing. This takes time, of course. So each time, just do it once, and then release. See if you can do it 2 times in a row. You can again start with that first shape I showed you, and then flatten it a little bit. It's a good idea to roll a little bit to this side of the finger. You see how my finger's rolling a little bit this way. And eventually, you'll find what works for you. You'll see that when I roll to this side, the knuckle doesn't do that so much. It just rolls to the side, covers those 2 strings. All right, this is a really hard chord at first, but if you master this chord, check it out. You just slide from B flat, you lift up, move up the neck, B. Move up, you're playing C. And if you play with these 3 chords, you can make a Bob Marley song happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Gonna soul shakedown party tonight. We're gonna have a soul shakedown party tonight. So I'm moving this major chord up and down the neck. In between each chord, I'm totally relaxing. So this is all the information I want to share with you, but before you go, stop the video, make sure that you feel the relaxation, so when you slide, it's a light gliding of the fingers, then you land again, squeeze and release. Glide, squeeze and release, okay? Oh, there's one more thing I want to share with you, is that you can play this chord by fully barring all the strings, and if you do that, you'll notice that these two strings are being pushed down by this part of the finger. It's going to be a little different depending on your finger, where your knuckles are, the shape and size of your hand, and also the shape and size of your instrument. So just make friends with this. If you do find it that you can play this one easier than this, by all means, go for it. It's a great thing to do, because look, when I lift up my ring finger, now I'm playing B flat 7. That is the A7 chord, and all those open strings are now fretted with the first finger. So while it looks like I'm dragging my hand, what's happening is in between each chord, I'm letting go, sliding, gliding, releasing. I call it a 3-step process of lift, leap, and land. All right, so you go have fun with this. Next week, we're going to be using the B flat chord in the key of F. We'll play a couple of tunes, some simple songs. We'll also explore the key of B flat. And these are great keys because they're wonderful to sing in. They feel good for the voice for many people. And it's just good to expand our knowledge. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, I hope that you'll share it with your friends. Please click the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you being here. I hope the uke is making your day wonderful, and can't wait to get started right here in Hammond, New York.